Thank you, Ralph. Ladies and gentlemen, the Killebrew, you talked about the cleanup hitter. This is it. It's going to be short. I want to say one thing. I'm very proud of my profession. KDKA did the first sports broadcast in the history of America in 1923. A boxing bout that was phoned by telephone lines into a railroad porter shack, Lackawanna Railroad Yards of Pittsburgh. It was relayed by telephone over the air. In the late 20s and early 30s, radio was frowned on by Major League Baseball. The owners thought that it might hurt attendance. Phil Wrigley of Chicago thought otherwise. 6 Chicago stations simultaneously used to broadcast the Cub games. And what did we find out? The radio broadcast stimulated the minds of Americans who could listen to those games and made these men and the game itself important. And along came television, and now the game is in millions of homes in America. I remember my dad telling me when I grew up in the Depression days of Wyoming, my dad had a lot of assets, but 2 of his greatest were he was the best fly fisherman in the state of Wyoming, and he loved baseball. And he used to say to me, Curtis, someday you and I are going to go see a Major League Baseball game. We couldn't listen to a game in those days. We couldn't see one. And radio and television has brought the game now to the public. And that's why I'm very proud of my profession. I think it's meant a lot to the game of baseball. These men are usually through before midlife. You know, you hear about it. He's 33 years old, he's washed up in sports, he's an old man. He's still a young man. I can remember Ted Williams used to lecturing the young Red Sox players. Most of you will only average 4 or 5 years here. You're not good enough to stay around. He was very frank and honest with them. Get every minute out of your big league life you can. Take advantage of it. And I'm president of the Basketball Hall of Fame, and I see the Hall of Famers that come through there. Sure, these guys all had great God-given talent, hand-eye coordination, run, strength, and all those things. But every one of them made the Hall of Fame and were great athletes because they had certain ingredients. A fiber of character in them, competitive spirit. In other words, they were all real guys, kind of guys you want to bank on. And the interesting thing to me about Hall of Famers is what happens to them when they quit playing. And I think what you've seen here today, those that went in today and those in back of me, the lives they've led, the families they've had, the way they've conducted themselves the rest of their life, is the real proof indeed that they are great Hall of Famers. I want to thank baseball. 6 no-hitters, thrilling World Series, great games, great performances, but most of all, I think most of my wife and my lifelong friends come out of baseball. The players, the managers, the front office personnel, the Commissioner Bowie Kuhn, who was great to me, and baseball is going to look back at Bowie Kuhn and remember what a great commissioner he was, believe me. And those are the rewards we got. Thank you all. Keep listening. Keep watching. Thank you.